What is up, fam, squad, people, tagging in podcast fans?
That's your intro you come up
That
with?
is the greatest intro because you didn't let me finish. We
Okay.
have something new for you today.
Weekly wrestling news?
No,
What? No.
we have
No, this is all we do is news.
Just news.
We can't do anything else.
I know we can't.
No.
But we
no.
have-
Damn.
A top 10.
10?
Count them.
10. 10. What happened to Ty Dillinger?
I don't know.
He's not existing.
10 of our top favorite wrestlers.
Ty Dillinger's number 1.
No, he's not.
Mojo Rawley.
Of all time.
All time. So when we
So-
say all time, we mean like basically these are the people that got us into it
Yeah.
up until people that we love now.
This
Kind of
is-
like a mix.
Yeah, this isn't. We're not counting in people like Hulk Hogan that were like defined a generation. We're talking about in our opinion.
Our opinion,
Who
our
we
favorite top
enjoyed.
10 are the best in our opinion.
Yes.
The best in the world.
So Lance, you want to start it off with number 10?
Number 10.
Who we
Number
got?
10. Dun, 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 tss, tss.
You
Yeah.
suck. Good old.
No. I don't suck. But Kurt Angle, the man.
Kurt Angle.
So, why? Well, I know why. Why did you pick Kurt Angle? Because we kind of had him in the same spot. We didn't pick him he wasn't like number 1 or 2.
Right.
Kind of like number 9, 10, 8, around
Well,
that
Kurt
region.
Angle's always had good matches. Like even
Mm,
I didn't get to see much of his WWE run. Like the most I saw him was in TNA when he actually got to do what he.
Why didn't you get to see him on John?
I don't know, like only like 4 or 5.
He was like,
I don't.
I'm
remember.
too young to remember.
I don't remember.
Me being, I remember more. I guess I remember more of it because I was I'm a little bit older. But
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get me wrong. I've watched him wrestle in
Of
WWE
course,
back
of
in the day.
course.
But I'm saying like his TNA runs with Samoa Joe
Oh, he
and like those matches.
top notch stuff.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
always
great.
one of the best guys in TNA, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
But
and he was on a Amira album cover. I had no
he
idea.
was on a mirror up and cover.
No idea until you told
I didn't
me.
know that either because he looked like just a big ripped bald guy.
Black guy. I thought he was black.
He did look black.
But
He
it
looked
was
kind of
apparently
gray. He was-
Kurt Angle.
But the reason why I picked Kurt Angle, he's kind of like the perfect mixture of everything. Like he can put on some of the best matches. I mean, he's an Olympic gold medalist. He won
With a freaking
broken
neck.
freaking neck. Okay, and he's got like he can go from he can do the funny promos to like the serious, kind of scary, creepy guy. Like when he was the wrestling machine, if you
Yeah.
remember that towards the end of his
Yeah.
run, he does some of the best. Honestly, he always done great promos. Of course, great in ring
Yeah.
of all time.
He
One
had
of the
good
best.
comedic timing too. Like he was super funny.
He was super fun, especially stuff with Stone Cold
Oh yeah, it was
with the
great.
tiny hats.
The
That's
cowboy hat,
The cowboy
yeah.
hat is the best thing ever. That's probably one of my favorite segments of all time.
But there's really not like a certain match that made me be like, "Ooh, he's great." Like
But he just
he was just
consistently.
consistent, yeah.
Oh, my
Granted, now his GM run is
which
lackluster.
sucks now is due to his years of risking his body.
It's lackluster now.
He's like a broken old man.
Yeah.
It's sad. But my favorite match, honestly, of his, I do remember, is his against Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 21, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Shawn had. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite matches. Was him and Shawn Michaels. Of course, you'll see Shawn Michaels a lot on this list because he's the greatest. But
Don't say that. Spoilers.
no, we're not saying spoilers. We're not saying
That's a
spoilers at all.
spoiler.
No, that's not a spoiler at all.
He's number
He's-
0.
He's the greatest of all time. I
He
guess
is
that
the
kind of would spoil it
Yeah,
a
it
little
does
bit.
Okay, on to number 9.
Nine. Who is number 9?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Triple H.
No, the Hunter Hearst Helmsley Triple H, not Triple H.
So like when he was before Triple H, but before DX, when he was like I'm Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
like-
I am the French guy. That oh.
Yeah, no. But
No.
Triple H, yes. Number 9.
But
He has consistently been the same person. Like
in a good way.
yeah, but I mean,
And a
I don't
good-
mean
and-
like a terrible character. I mean, he's went heel, face, stuff like that. But I mean,
Mhm.
like, he has been great.
Throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
Even through his little, what was it? His reign of terror.
Yeah.
The mid 2000s.
That
he
was
like,
still worth it.
It was
good.
still good. He
Yeah.
still put on consistently good matches. Great on the mic. Easily one of the best on the mic. Easily.
Still one of my favorite matches of his is him and the greatest wrestler of all time, Roman Reigns.
Oh, WrestleMania 32. Oh, man, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. That match right there.
It's like
It's a barn burner.
it's like those guys that are like 5-finger death punch, heaviest band ever. Like no.
No,
it's
my,
just-
my favorite band is I Prevail.
and
the
Sleep with Sirens.
best match against Roman Reigns. But all seriousness, though, like the reason why I put on the list is, of course, great heel work. His run with DX, all that's classic stuff. On top of what he's done for the business.
Which DX we're talking about? Like
First-
X-Pac DX, like the good DX.
Next, the good DX, not his run with
Shawn Michaels.
Fuck. That's the original DX.
I'm talking about like
with Hornswoggle.
I'm talking about like late DX.
That's what I'm saying with Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, that's pretty bad. I watched some of it recently. That was pretty bad. But also, he's NXT.
Yeah.
What he's done with NXT, 'cause that's basically his baby, and that's one of the best wrestling right now.
Yeah.
And all he's done.
And he's married to Stephanie McMahon. I mean, he's done well for himself.
He got involved with basically the president's daughter.
Yeah.
He got in there, so that's props to him. We probably ranked him. I would have ranked him a little bit higher if he would have just went all the way and got the wife. You know what I'm saying? He got the president's wife.
Oh
Done
yeah.
all that. If he would have, I would probably put him number one. I'd be like, you dog, you Triple H, you dog. But honestly, what is your match that comes to you that you remember from back in the day? You can say, oh shoot. What was the match with Shawn Michaels when Shawn
That's
first
what
came
I was
back?
about to say. The match with Shawn Michaels is the only one.
When he first came out, that one's great.
That's one that sticks in my head the most.
Like that was like SummerSlam years ago,
Yeah.
like 2003, two. No, before that.
Yeah, that's the one that sticks in my head the most. But I can't think.
Probably.
of
Well, his matches with Cactus Jack was good. Those what was it? Royal Rumble like 2000.
Surprised we don't have him on this list. I didn't even think
McFoley?
about it. Yeah.
See, I really like Mick Foley. He's best promo guy in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like his matches weren't my favorite.
But the thing is about his matches is like he would literally get the shit.
He would get the shit beat out of him. If you remember the one with The Rock when he had his hands tied and he was taking chair shots to the head.
Chair shots to the head.
Like 8 consistently back to back. But I don't know, his matches really didn't jump out to me. He wasn't yeah. But I don't know. I was trying to think of a couple of Triple H matches. The one with Stone Cold matches were always good. And there's one more. The Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Undertaker matches. Ooh, Hell in a Cell. What was it, a couple years ago? The Hell in a Cell one? Ooh, that's one of my favorite matches. Anyway.
You
So,
go to number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8 is legitly the greatest wrestler of all time.
Legitly. You probably need to pull this list back.
It's Kenny Omega.
Oh, yes. Yes. Kenny Omega.
He
the
is
best
gonna
bout
go
machine.
down as the greatest wrestler.
The
of
only
all time.
reason why I didn't put him higher yet is because he's still young. Still got a lot in him. I'm not going to put him number 1 yet. He's still got a huge career.
Yeah.
He's not even in WWE yet.
He's gonna go down as the greatest physical wrestler. Like when I say physical, I mean like how many matches that he can put on that have been over 5 stars.
I'm pretty sure he's already had like 3 this year.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Kenny Omega is the greatest bout machine.
He is. And he's, his promos
Was
ain't
he 30?
shabby. Is he 30? I think he's like barely 30,
Yeah,
if that.
I think so.
He's
Something
like, he's probably in his early 30s.
yeah.
And it's
I think
ridiculous.
so.
He's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Easily the
He
best wrestler in the
and
world
the
right
thing
now.
is like
right
when
now.
you talk about like best matches of Kenny Omega, there's not even one that'll stick out because every Okada match was great.
So there's 4 of them.
And then
His
you
Naito
have
matches.
Naito matches.
His
were
Chris Jericho
great.
match was good.
Chris Jericho, it wasn't as good as the other ones, but
His Naito matches are good. His match with Ishii got 5.5 stars when he had like last week.
Yeah.
The G1.
so
yeah. Can't go wrong with
Kenny
Kenny.
Omega, greatest bout
He even
machine.
got some good matches out of Cody.
Oh yeah. Cody's
offense against
Cody's not a great wrestler, but
He's the best character.
Yeah.
Like like if he put on as good matches as his character, I would put him in the list. I would put him like number 10. But his matches aren't as good. But Kenny Omega, I say, in about the next like 5-10 years, he'll easily bump up to the top like 2.
Oh yeah.
Top 2. I was gonna say top 5. I'm like, no, I can't even. That's not even doing him justice.
He'll be top 2.
He'll be top 2
Speaking of Bullet Club, we'll continue.
for life.
We'll continue.
Chase Owens, number 7.
Jesus, no.
Chase Owens, number 7. Come
Number
on.
7.
Justice for Chase. AJ Styles, really?
AJ Styles.
Oh, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
AJ Styles.
So why didn't we put AJ higher?
Because AJ really.
Like I actually have. He's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, but you have to think. If you look at the other
Hey,
ones
look.
we have on this list, what they've done in their career makes more
Like
sense.
as a whole.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Like what sucks for AJ is he got stuck in TNA for so long.
Yeah. I mean, he did have some good matches in TNA.
Oh, he does
but
not that he didn't, but
the fact that he was in TNA kind of bogged him down more than
Yeah.
anything.
It made him hone his craft. He's really good. I mean, he's legit phenomenal.
He's phenomenal. He's easily the best in the world.
But what happened was him being in TNA so long.
Kind of bogged him down.
Yeah, it didn't let him have that, star power. If he would have went straight from TNA to New Japan, did his New Japan run, and come to WWE maybe 2-3 years earlier. Like, I'm saying, if everything worked out, like he went to New Japan earlier.
I would say if he didn't stay in Impact as long as he did.
Yeah, like
He
I'm
went to
saying
New
if-
Japan earlier.
Yeah, if
okay.
he went to New Japan earlier,
Okay.
then came WWE
I would
earlier.
have definitely put him
Right,
Yeah.
he
But
would be
I would agree with that. His Impact career definitely did bring him down. But still, he's easily one of the best. Like he is. I can't even describe it. His matches. Like he can get a good match at anybody. He had a good match out of Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Best match Jinder Mahal's ever had.
Ever
AJ
had.
pulled it out. AJ could have a match with damn broomstick and it'd be great, because he's phenomenal.
He is.
So what was your favorite AJ match you can think of?
AJ match.
I'll say with Cena.
That's what I was gonna say. With Cena.
Those were some
Like
great
those
matches.
are really good matches.
Really good matches.
Surprisingly.
His I think some was New Japan. His match with Okada. Was really good. With Naito, Suzuki. He had some good matches.
His Nakamura match in New Japan. Was
Oh
good.
yes, I forgot about that.
And
Re-
his-
Wrestle
yeah.
Kingdom 10.
Yeah, that one was really good.
What about his Impact matches?
The one with Rhino when they're up on
On the X Division match.
Yeah.
Was that the one where he's like hiding?
Yeah, he's
He-
hiding underneath.
He's
the
hiding
little thing.
underneath it. But seriously though.
I don't know of any Impact matches.
Oh,
really. Him versus Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
And,
Samoa Joe.
yeah, and Jeff
Who was-
Jarrett was in that one too, wasn't he?
No. Who was
Jeff
it?
Jarrett was in one of them. It was Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and Jeff Jarrett.
That one, I remember it was the Fatal 4. I think we watched it one
Oh,
time.
we did watch it, but I can't remember who it was.
AJ, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe.
Jay Lethal?
No. I feel like it's one of those really easy ones. I'm pretty sure somebody would be watching right now just screaming at us.
Probably.
It wasn't Kurt Angle.
I'm just trying to think of
It wasn't
people
Angle.
in TNA that were a big name. Wasn't Sting.
It was like a. Maybe it was a 3-way. No, it was a Fatal 4-way, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of those. It may have been a 3-way. It may have been just them three.
Might have been.
It's gonna kill me.
We'll figure it out later.
It's gonna kill me until I figure
Speaking
this
of
out.
the phenomenal one, we're going to talk about number 5.
If I think I remember what number 5 is, I think.
Yeah, that's 5. Ready?
I really need a.
2, 3,
I really.
4, yeah. No,
We
that's
can't-
6. We're on
we
number
can't
6.
care.
Sorry, we're on 6.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the phenomenal one, we'll go to the Phenom.
Dead Man.
The Phenom himself.
The guy that. Him and another guy on the list got me into wrestling when I was younger. Because when I watched him, The Undertaker, like I was young. This was I think it was before he was like American Badass. This was like at the end of his Ministry of Darkness when he was doing all that. I remember watching him when I was little, so my parents were really big into it when I was little, and I was like, who is this guy?
My
This is scary as hell, but it's badass.
My favorite part of The Undertaker was I was in elementary school, probably like 4th, 5th grade. He was on SmackDown. That was like
that was the days.
That was like my favorite.
That was the days. So do you remember what feud he was in? Like the earliest one you remember?
No, I don't even remember feuds. I don't
You just
remember
remember
any
seeing
feuds.
him.
I
And
just
he was like,
remember
"Oh
watching.
my god, this dude is
Yeah.
ridiculous!" And it's crazy how big he is and the stuff he can do. His
Oh, yeah.
suicide dives and all the
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
When he did a suicide dive and the cameraman didn't catch him?
I think that was his match with Shawn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's the damn move where he gets on the rope? This just sounds terrible.
Wait, tightrope walks?
Yeah, what is it?
I can't remember.
It's embarrassing. We're like supposed to be like professional
I'm not
wrestling.
good. I'm not good at move names.
I forget. Like
You
I
call
can-
Spanish flies on the fly, like legit. They're happening, and I'm like that was a nice Spanish fly. I'm like, nope.
I'm actually really good with moves. I can remember moves, except now I'm just went blank. I just went blank. But
I don't know, but I know what
the
you're talking
fact
about.
he can, yes, exactly. He's ridiculous. He's
And his wife's hot.
Michelle McCool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did good for himself.
I think the reason why. The reason why is of course his legacy.
Oh yeah,
He's been doing this.
going undefeated till Vince McMahon was like, I'm gonna get some other guys over like Brock and Roman.
I think it was Taker's decision
It was, but
because he's close with Brock. They're
Yeah.
good friends. But they were gonna originally actually they wanted to do it years ago. They actually kind of want to do it with Punk. They want
Yeah.
Punk to break it, and they were like,
Punk didn't want to.
no, he didn't because that's right. He didn't want to because
Yeah.
he's like, I can't break the Undertaker's
No, he
leg.
didn't
I
want
can't
to.
do
That's
this."
why Brock got to. Punk didn't want it.
Brock, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But what's your favorite Undertaker match? Mine has a hard decision.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
I was going to say that or Triple H. Yeah, Shawn Michaels. That's easily one of my favorite matches of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But which one? There's two of them. The first one.
The first one,
easily.
First one for sure.
So, The Undertaker, number 6.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Someone who needs to come back.
Who needs to come back?
Yes.
Come back.
Because he sucks at MMA.
We...
CM Punk.
We're not going to talk about his MMA career. We're talking about his professional wrestling career.
We are, but
I'm not going to let the MMA stuff bother me. Even though it does a little bit. It kind of
It's
kills
not
my
bothering
soul.
me. What I'm saying
A
is
little
he
bit.
needs to quit. Just stop.
He's not going to. You know how Punk is.
I know.
He's
a
like
hard-headed
he's a
son
hard-headed,
of a bitch.
stubborn-ass mother. You know what? Trucker.
Yeah.
I can't say the F word. I could. I can just drop it. I can't just say mother effer though. I feel like that's too much.
Yeah.
It's too harsh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he dropped the mother and the at the end. Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, CM Punk.
Call me MF for Jones. Jamie Foxx.
What is? Yeah, horrible bosses. Mother Jones. Why do they call you that?
I was reaching my mama's pocket purse.
Have fun.
But like
Anyway.
we're saying, CM Punk,
Man, we're not gonna talk about MMA. I'm just gonna throw it aside. So professional wrestling career. We're gonna talk about just wrestling career. I'm not gonna let the MMA bog me down.
CM Punk was my favorite wrestler before he even caught traction, like in WWE.
Like Straight Edge Society.
Before then, ECW days.
Oh, that's right.
When ECW was on Sci-Fi.
You're like this
with
man.
Kofi Kingston
This
was
guy.
on it.
I didn't
He
watch
was
ECW that much.
You had Bobby Lashley was on it. You had CM Punk. You had Taz as the commentator. Like
we had zombies. The little zombie. Remember that? The zombie guy.
Yes, I do.
But we're not gonna talk about that. And the vampire guy.
What about Boogeyman? Remember him?
But I do remember Boogeyman.
Have worms in
Boogeyman
his
still
mouth?
exists. Well, he doesn't wrestle anymore,
I
but he
know.
still does stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But
the best guy on ECW was
Bobby
CM.
Lashley, Kofi Kingston.
I said the best guy.
Oh, well, those are pretty good wrestlers too.
But the best guy CM Punk was the best guy
Out
on
of the late ECW, the last run of ECW.
Yeah, we're not talking about
We're not talking about old school.
school ECW. No,
when
that's
it
a
was
whole
actually really good.
that's a whole different level. But
Yeah, that
the
was
best
one of
guy
my
on CM Punk.
Best
on
guy was
EC
CM Punk.
Even his Ring of Honor career, like
I don't know much about that.
I watch a lot of his Ring of Honor stuff. Man, he is ridiculous. His match with Samoa Joe is one of my favorite matches. 5-star match. It
Was
went
it?
an hour long match. Ridiculous. But CM Punk was different.
Yes.
He was like the reason I think I connect with him. He's just a normal guy.
He gave no
He didn't give
Fs.
a shit.
No F's were given.
Like his stuff with Vince McMahon, Cena,
the pipe bomb.
the pipe bomb was one of the best. It's still my favorite. I think my favorite promo.
Thing is, like
Up there with Austin 316.
I don't even call that
kick your
I
ass.
don't even call that a promo.
He was just talking. He was just speaking off. I called it. So was it a promo? Or was he just talking off his?
I think he was just talking off the cuff. Like a
You think-
promo is like you go out there, you promote. That's what a promo stands for, technically.
Let me tell you, he's promoting
Like-
himself. He said he's the best in the world, best in the ring, best on the mic.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the Cubs, on the thing. I mean, that's
Yeah.
promoting.
I mean, I know, but I'm saying it's not.
It
like,
was more of a shoot. It seemed
Yeah.
like it was more of a
Yeah.
shoot, come up there and speaking his mind,
Yeah.
which led to my favorite match, one of my favorite matches of all time. Him and Cena.
Oh yeah, Cena. He's not on this list. I'll tell you right now.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's not. No offense to Cena. I mean, he's done good work.
But in my opinion, the amount of people that watch wrestling, and the only person they know is Cena.
I just don't. I mean, he's a good wrestler. I just don't think he's better than any of these guys on the list in a long shot.
I could have switched out him and Kurt Angle, and I wouldn't have had any problem
Ooh.
with it. I'm saying like. No, I'm saying I could have at the 10 spot. I could have switched out him and Angle. Like him
I
and
guess
Angle
it'd been number
at
10.
number 10. Like I could have put him at the bottom, like where we put Angle, because his career has
So
been.
let's say Cena at 11.
Yeah, technically.
Number 11.
Yeah.
I would say because I like Angle more. I like.
I do too. That's why
Angle's
we
a
put him
better
where he's at.
wrestler. He's a better promo. He's a.
That's where we put him where he's at. I'm just saying that.
He's just a little bit better than Cena. I just
Yeah,
think
we're
so.
digressing a little bit. Let's go back to CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Favorite match.
My favorite match was
John Cena.
Money in the Bank 2011
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago. He comes out. The crowd is ridiculous. Everybody's chanting CM Punk. Freaking blowing the roof off the place. Still gives me chills thinking about it. and everybody wearing a CM Punk shirt, the one with the white shirt with the collar.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that when John Cena came out. Jesus,
Booze.
boos out of this world. There's like Cena wins with writing, Cena sucks, fuck you Cena, all
Yeah.
that stuff. I love that. And then he wins the title. Vince McMahon's like yelling at him. He blows the kiss at Vince. He has the title, he runs off. Oh, and then they ruined it
Yeah.
a month later. But we're not gonna talk about that. Still my favorite
Now-
matches of all time.
We're gonna go
We're number 4.
at number 4.
The man who has done more. I'm gonna take a little rib at Steven Larson here. They talk about this all the time. The dude that's
Neat
done the
stuff.
coolest,
Neat
the neat stuff, the neatest things. The guy's done the most neatest things in WWE.
Who had sex in the middle of
He had
the
a live
ring?
sex show. Technically, he had a live sex show. They didn't actually get jiggy with it, but
Yeah.
it seemed like they did
Yeah.
with Lita when she was hot.
He humped, pinned Tommy Dreamer's wife.
He is the first winner of the Money in the Bank.
He is the R-rated superstar.
He is hell.
Edge.
Yes, Edge. I was going to actually say one more thing, but
Edge.
one of my when I was growing up, he's one of my favorites.
I hated him. I hated him.
hated
I hated
Edge?
him because I was like the heel, face thing.
Oh,
like,
when
as
you're
a
younger,
kid.
you're like, he's
Yeah.
a bad guy.
I hated Edge. Not like I didn't think he was bad at wrestling or anything like that. But as a kid, watching it, and he's the
man.
villain. He
This
was
is-
the perfect villain.
He is. He was like a dick.
Yeah,
He
to
was
everybody.
the biggest dick, but he was cool.
Oh yeah,
Like going back on it, I'm like, man,
That's what
he
I'm
was
saying,
such a
like,
badass.
that's why I put him where I did on my list because I was like he
the
was great.
The fact that he was so good, that he was such a dick that you liked him.
Yeah,
That's like he's doing good work.
yeah. That's what
He
made
is the
me want to
best.
be a heel if I ever wrestled. Was like Edge.
Yeah,
Because he did whatever he wanted. It
he
felt
didn't
like
give a shit.
that's
My-
what it felt like. He
my-
did whatever he wanted.
My favorite was actually I was going to talk about the night, I think it was No Way Out, like 2009 or something like that, when he came in as WWE champion, lost the match, and then during the World Heavyweight match, he entered himself into the match, beat up Kofi, went in the match, and won the World
Yep.
Heavyweight title in one night. That's crazy. I love that. That's
Still
so cool.
one of my favorite matches. I hate putting Cena on everything.
His Cena matches.
His Cena match.
His
was
Cena
really
matches
good.
were
Him and
great.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, I think Shawn Michaels could probably be in every single one of these.
Easily could.
But man, I loved Edge growing up. Like he's talking about the heel done it. I did think I was like, man, this dude's a dick.
Yeah.
But he's like the coolest dick and the most badass dick. Like his feud with Matt Hardy too is one of my favorites because he's such a dick. And the fact they used a real life story.
When he said UF Hardy.
Yeah.
UF Hardy where he took Lita.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now he's
So-
married to Beth Phoenix.
I mean, she's not bad. I mean, she's muscular as hell. She's ripped as hell though.
I guess.
She's ripped as hell. I mean, Edge technically isn't like the hottest dude ever. If you think about
I
it.
guess.
But he was like such a badass. That
Yeah.
she was like, man, he's a cool dude.
He gets all the ladies.
He's such a cool guy. I mean, apparently he is a really nice guy.
Yeah,
I would love
bet
to
he
hang out.
is.
I'd love to meet Edge.
Edge and Christian days.
But I was trying to think. But probably my favorite match with Edge is probably the Cena match.
Yeah.
Cena matches, and that what 2005, 2006. I think it was like 2006. So that's when he cashed in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite cash in though. Anything else about Edge?
Not really.
I was trying to think of something. There's something else with Edge, and of course, him and Christian.
Yeah, the Edge
Great.
and Christian days, yeah.
Exactly.
And they shipped Christian off.
Man, poor Christian. Well, he did win the title one time.
Yeah, he did.
He did for like a day, but
But
still.
we're not talking about Christian.
Christian.
We're gonna talk about
Number three.
number 3.
Number 3.
Y2J.
2J. I almost said
Chris.
Y2 Jackass.
Chris Jericho.
So we put Chris Jericho all the way at number 3, not because we are Chris Jericho fanboys.
Yeah.
And not because he's like one of the best, like when I say the best modern era, like since like late 90s or
Chris
2000s.
Jericho got a clipboard over.
He got a list over. Yes, exactly.
A clipboard.
Like,
Yeah.
when you can get a lighting up jacket and a clipboard over,
Oh yeah.
you're set.
He
you're great.
could get anything over. He
Yeah,
knows
you
what
stupid
he is
idiot
doing.
over.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get stupid idiot over, you're set. I mean, the reason, like I said, another reason why I put Chris Jericho last, because how many times has he renovated? When he reinvented his career?
So many times. And he
Like-
keeps little pieces of it.
Yeah,
as he goes.
like when he was in WCW, he did the whole the man of
it's like Heart of the Line stuff, whatever.
and then he would start as a babyface. Then he was like the heel. He did like the man of 1,000 holds, where he would just take a list, talk about how many holds he can do.
Yeah.
Like armbar, Swedish armbar,
Yeah.
Norwegian armbar.
Well, that's because
That's
he grew up in the Heart Foundation gym. Like,
No, he was just saying that he was ripping at.
well, I know,
Dean
but you know what I'm
Malenko.
saying though. Like he
And that just makes him a
learned
great wrestler.
from, like,
The Hart.
I
See,
hate
now
the
you don't
Hart
like Bret.
family.
I don't understand why you don't like Bret Hart.
That's just for being a kid.
Like, cause you're a big Shawn Michaels mark. That's what it is. So you don't like Bret Hart.
I don't like any of the Harts.
Owen Hart was great.
Didn't he die?
He did die.
Didn't he fall from the?
Yeah. It was that one. He
Yeah.
fell from the his
Little entrance thing.
his entrance. His little he like flew in.
Yeah.
His little strap thing broke and he fell and like landed. He like landed on like the ropes
Yeah.
and then like fell over and he died instantly.
Yeah.
Sucks. But we're talking Chris Jericho.
Just imagine. Hold on, real quick though. Just imagine being there. Oh my God.
Like, say you're like Owen Hart's biggest fan, like you're a kid,
Yeah.
like you're 12 years old,
And
like
you're wearing a
when we were
Owen Hart
young,
T-shirt.
like when we were young watching
Yeah.
wrestling, and we were like Owen Hart, yes, Owen Hart, my favorite wrestler.
You're there live. You're
Oh
front
my
row.
God, that's
you're
terrible.
on that side, and you watch the guy go clink dead, and you're like,
That is terrible.
Like you literally would like, oh my God, I'd probably have.
I wouldn't know what to do.
I'd have been scared for the rest of my life to ever.
Honestly, even my age now, I probably would have been like, oh my.
Yeah, but I would-
scared to death.
I wouldn't be like if I was a child. I'd probably cry.
You'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible. It really escalated quickly.
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
this?
Let's go back to Chris Jericho.
But he's the man of 1,001 holds. He is Y2J. He is. What was his? Remember when he was wearing a suit? He's like the heel. Like he was just like monotone. He was like didn't have any expression. Wore the suit. Didn't give a shit about anybody.
No.
You remember that?
Don't
It was a
remember
feud with Shawn when they had their match. The ladder match. It was one of the
So,
best matches of all time.
I mean, I know what match you're talking about, but
Yeah.
like, I wasn't old enough to know
You're just like, yay.
what's
yay,
going on. I couldn't tell you-
wrestling.
Like,
Yeah.
I was there for the matches.
I'm trying to think of. Do you remember what? Didn't he? Speaking of Edge, he beat Edge at WrestleMania 26, wasn't it? When he beat Edge, because that's when Edge made that big comeback. He was like babyface,
I
came
think so.
back at the Royal Rumble. He beat Edge. Speaking of Edge, I guess that's why he's better than Edge. But then he made the list. Well, actually, he did the light up jacket.
Yeah.
And he went to the list, and now he reinvented his
Reinvented
career
his
again in New Japan.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Chris Jericho. I'm just a Chris Jericho mark, but love him.
Okay.
Love him.
We're
Best on
gonna
the mic.
go to number 2.
What?
Number 2.
What?
Number 2.
What?
Okay. If you didn't get it by that,
Glass
Stone
breaking.
Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah.
I wish I had some beers. Yeah, I got bottles, but I ain't got no bush.
My favorite's
for it.
doing the Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I think I did that at your house one time.
You
or
did.
your parents' house.
You did at my parents' house one time.
This is the man that got me into wrestling with Stone Cold.
It was. Same here.
He, like, him being
He
a badass.
was a normal, everyday guy
And we live in Kentucky, so we see
Yeah.
people like this all the time.
that literally are just your, like, before he wrestled, he drove a forklift. Like, he was like, yeah, I was just working. And they were like,
like
you want to try,
professional
you
wrestling.
try this wrestling thing? Sure, why not?
He said, I do what I want. No, he talked like this. He said, I do what I want
I
to do.
can't talk. I can't
He
do
said, I want to be that pro wrestling. I like the pro wrestling game. I took Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me hell yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what he talks like, I tell you what. I'll go out there and open the can of whoop ass on Vince McMahon. I'll tell you, Stone Cold, the Bam Bam Rock comes out. Rocky Johnson will tell you we had the best match we ever damn motherfucker ever had. Bang bang. He said bang bang. That's Mick Foley.
I know.
Basically. But he's just a normal, like literally, like this is somebody that would live next door probably right now. He'd come out of his backyard
Yeah.
drinking some Coors Light.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
Stone Cold, like my stepdad reminds me of Stone Cold, where
He
he's
does
just like
remind me of Stone Cold.
bald, has like that weird talk, like weird voice.
He
like
talking like that.
Yeah. Really, really, really aggressive for no reason. An
Stone
alcoholic, a little bit.
alcoholic. Oh man, but I love Stone Cold growing up because I thought he was like, speaking of badasses, like he was like the epitome of badass.
Oh,
like
yeah.
stunning his bosses, didn't give a shit about anything.
He did not
taking
care.
chairs, man. I love Stone Cold growing up. Everybody loves Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Austin 316. I mean, he's the guy. And my favorite match is him with The Rock.
Why would it not be?
I mean, I think that's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
But I do love his match with Triple H.
Yeah, those are really good.
Those are really good.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, great. I mean, he could have good matches up until probably after. I mean, don't get me. I mean, towards the end of his career, he was kind of getting a little, you know,
He was getting old.
getting old, and he had the whole spine thing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, he was getting there, but it's peak of his career, top notch stuff, and he got me into wrestling.
So we're gonna go now with some honorable mentions.
We have honorable mention. Okay.
Just mention some names. We ain't gonna take long on them.
So we had Cena,
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. I actually had Daniel Bryan on the list, but you didn't. So that's
Yeah.
why I didn't include Daniel Bryan. But you did have the Undertaker. I didn't. But I was like, Undertaker is more legacy. I'm throw
Yeah.
Undertaker on there.
Samoa
Daniel
Joe.
Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Who else we got? We got a.
I mean,
Let's look at my list and I'll look at.
I think I included.
I think literally my list
is the list.
is the list.
But we have so many similar. Like literally, the only person you didn't have was Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And you had Undertaker. Literally, we had the exact same
list,
people.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I copied your list on some of them.
But then you're like, man, he makes a good damn point.
Those
Rey
are
Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. I thought maybe but if I could talk.
Yeah. Rey
Mick
Mysterio,
Foley.
Mick Foley.
Macho. I'll throw Macho Man on there.
Yeah.
For what he's done for the bit. Macho Man's great.
And that's.
The reason I didn't throw Macho Man is because I didn't grow up on Macho
Yeah,
Man.
that's how
Macho
I-
Man's way before my time.
Yeah.
Like Ric Flair. Ric Flair is great.
Yeah, Ric
Before
Flair.
my time too.
Yeah. Even though that Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match, where it was Ric Flair's retiring match,
No.
he was like, "I'm sorry,
I love you."
and
Oh.
kicked him.
Oh, breaks my heart every time. Speaking of Shawn Michaels, I think everybody anticipated this one.
number one in our opinion,
Is the greatest professional wrestler of all time.
Heartbreak Kid Shawn
The showstopper.
Michaels. The showstopper.
Also, the guy got me into professional wrestling. Got the
I
praise.
literally have loved Shawn Michaels since I was a little kid. I remember going to my first Raw, and
You're like, Shawn Michaels,
I had, a
HBK.
I had a Shawn Michaels sign. He wasn't there, but
You're like, you know what?
I had one there.
Well, so
And I
that's,
was in the nosebleed, so nobody could see it, but I was there.
that's all that matters. The fact he was there. That's
Yeah.
really cool. That is a cool story. I remember like my dad would like Shawn Michaels, so of course I watched Shawn Michaels, and I was like,
Yeah.
man,
He's-
that dude can.
He can wrestle.
He
Oh,
I think he could have a good match with anybody.
yeah.
Like speaking of AJ, Shawn can have. I think AJ is more like the current Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Like the modern era Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels, I consider AJ. But Shawn back in the day, my God, he can have he sells like no other. Best match, so athletic, can
Like,
do anything.
If we could have a dream match right now, I would have Kenny and Shawn. If like Shawn in
Ooh.
his prime and Kenny now,
Ooh,
that match would.
it or Shawn versus AJ.
I feel like the Kenny Shawn match would be better though. You can't say it wouldn't. Just think of the stuff they could do.
I agree. The reason I think two different levels. I think Shawn versus AJ would also be good, just because the fact that AJ is like Kenny's vicious. He's very strong style. I think AJ's more showy.
I guess
I can see that. That's the reason why I would think it'd be a little bit because they have more of the dramatic theatrics in there. Which I mean, Kenny's theatric as hell too. So I just think AJ would. But I love Kenny. So
But also Kenny,
that's so
like,
tough.
But you look at Kenny
It's
though,
so tough.
he can adapt to who he wrestles.
That's
he
can do anything from comedy to strong style to just flippy. That's a good point.
to wrestling a blow up doll.
To wrestling a blow up dog, exactly. Like I said, that's so hard.
Oh, I know.
Would I rather see Kenny versus AJ? Kenny versus. I want to see Kenny versus AJ, or Shawn versus AJ, or Shawn versus Kenny. It was so tough. So
I would watch Shawn versus AJ.
I watch Shawn versus
anybody.
Shawn versus anybody.
My favorite match of Shawn's is that Triple H match.
The Triple H one. Their first when he came back.
When he came back,
Man, honestly, I don't know. People probably agree with me. I think Shawn's best run is when he came back. I think so because his head is clear. He wasn't a.
But
I mean,
you have to think about this though. Shawn Michaels, all you have to think Montreal screw job. That right there just sets him above everybody. They wanted to get rid of Bret Hart so bad that they
so
were.
you're
like,
just happy because they got rid of Bret Hart. The reason why you say
Exactly.
that. Man, like literally, Shawn has had a good match with everybody on this list. Well, that's wrestling time.
Yeah.
Undertaker, my best match of all time. Triple H, fantastic.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Great.
One of my favorite matches was that WrestleMania 21. Kurt and Shawn. Go watch that match.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Great matches. His WrestleMania was it 19, I think, or 18, something like that. 18 when they had their match. I'm pretty sure. Is there anybody else that he had? Cena.
Punk.
I don't think he didn't wrestle CM Punk.
Edge.
He did wrestle Edge.
I'm just naming off everybody else. AJ Styles.
No, I
Samoa
wish.
Joe.
That everybody that you could think of.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh my god.
I don't know if he wrestled CM Punk. I don't think so. I think
no, because CM Punk got into ECW. It was 2007,
around that time.
2008. So no, I don't think he did. But I don't know. Stone Cold, Shawn versus everybody.
Oh, everybody.
But probably my favorite matches. If we think about this list, Shawn versus Taker.
Mm-hmm.
Shawn or Triple H versus Taker. I'm trying to think of my favorite matches of all these people actually, just off the top of my head. Triple H versus Shawn, Triple H versus Taker.
Even that Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match, it was an old, worn out Ric Flair, kind of old Shawn Michaels.
Still had a great match because of the story, the psychology, the story.
The sorry I love you, super kick.
It still breaks my heart to this day.
I still think it's funny when Bayley was wrestling Charlotte and went to, I think she did a moonsault off the top rope or something. She looked at Ric Flair and goes, "Sorry, I love you." And she said Ric Flair just laughed.
Oh, Ric Flair probably cry because he cries at everything.
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Ooh. Oh, so is that it? Do we have anything else?
All I got on this one.
So Shawn Michaels, number one. HBK. So you any? I think, man, I should have done this earlier, but shameless plug time.
If you guys
like what you heard,
oh so kind,
to make sure you like,
subscribe,
comment,
and follow us on all the social medias in the description below.
And also, if you want to, you can comment your list of whoever you like.
Exactly.
If you want to.
And you can remember to use the promo code. Oh wait, we don't have any sponsors.
No, we don't have. Or you can follow our live stream.
Dollar Shave Club. Oh, we don't have any of those either.
We're sponsored by Sonic. I'm not going to show it. Or you can watch our live stream, tagging in professional. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, we haven't. Shut up, Lance. We haven't got that far yet.
I was just tagging in professional.
All right.
Podcast.
All right. Thank you guys.
Too sweet.
Too sweet, my dudes.